Thank you for joining me for this video. I want to talk to you guys about two of my favorite books I've read recently. They're both by Morgan Matson. She's quickly become one of my favorite authors. The first one is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. I gave this book 4 out of 4 stars. The second is Since You've Been Gone. Also gave that 4 out of 4 stars. Would highly recommend both of these books to anyone between the ages of, I would say, like a mature 15-year-old up until postgraduate school, perhaps, depending on where you are in life. I personally am 29 years old and I really enjoy both of these books, even though they follow female characters that are a little bit younger. Amy and Roger's Epic Detour is about a young woman. Her name is Amy. She is currently living alone in her Southern California home because her mother is in Connecticut and her brother is in the Carolinas. Her dad's not there, and she's all alone in the house. The house is about to be sold, and her mom wants her to drive the family's car to Connecticut at the end of the school year. And since naturally Amy can't do this all by herself, her mom has enlisted the assistance of Roger, who is like a childhood friend that Amy faintly remembers, to help drive the car across the country. And her mom has a very mapped out, systematic way that she wants this trip to be accomplished. She has already booked hotel rooms and has kind of like printed out directions and clearly spelled out how she wants this story to unfold. And Amy decides that she wants to go somewhere else, and then after that happens, they just end up going on a big detour and they go all over the place. And the beauty is that you get to explore all of these places with Amy and Roger, up until the point that they eventually make it to Connecticut. I really enjoyed because I felt like there were interesting themes in the book. Amy explores grief in a very interesting way, and I could appreciate that. I also like that we get to find out more about the brother, kind of this person that's referenced, but we don't really know him at all. And I like that we got a chance to kind of see him a little bit and kind of unpack their relationship. I love that there are playlists in here. There's drawings that Amy has done. Hopefully I can flip to some of them. There are receipts from different restaurants that they go to, and she typically will try to write down some of the like the state motto and take pictures, and she'll draw things too. It was such a fun book, and this is one of the examples of one of the states that they go to, and I just loved it. So this is such a good book. It was such a fun book to read. I would definitely read it again, and I not only enjoyed this book for the story, but for the unlikely friendship that develops along the way, and how you see Amy slowly but surely come out of her shell, come into her own, and you see her get to know herself better as well. So I really enjoyed that. Would highly recommend that to, again, mature teens up until people that are in adulthood. I think both would really appreciate the story. Since You've Been Gone follows a young woman. Her name is Emily, and her best friend is Sloane. Emily is very introverted. Sloane is the outspoken one, the fun one. She makes life interesting. And one day Sloane disappears, and her family disappears. The cars are gone. Emily is calling Sloane. Sloane's not answering the phone. She's not returning text messages. She has no idea where her best friend is, and she's devastated because she clings to Sloane in a sense just because she is the introverted one and Sloane isn't. And so one day when she comes home, Emily's mom says, you know, there's an envelope for you, and inside the envelope is a list of the things that I'm showing you right now, a list of things that Sloane has left for Emily to do, and these are really unlikely things. I mean, Emily's introverted. She has to hug a Jamie. How random is that? Go apple picking at night, break something, steal something, just a list of things that Emily would never do on her own, and Sloane wants her to do these things. And so as Emily is going through the list and trying to accomplish things, friendships develop. You see her start to come out of her shell a little bit too, and you start to see her step out and be her own person, because at the beginning a lot of her dialogue internally is like, if Sloane were here, this would happen. Sloane would not allow this to happen. And so you get a lot of that perspective. But the thing that I like about this is that just like the previous book, you see these characters come into their own. You see friendships develop with people, and it was just a wonderful book. I liked them so much. I would read them again, and I don't say that about a lot of books, that I would reread them, but I've just been really fortunate that these two books were really good, and I truly enjoyed both of them. And they are going into their senior year, I believe, of high school as well. And the interesting thing is that this book was written after Amy and Rogers, and they reference some characters in this book and the new one, because this story takes place in Connecticut, which is really quite interesting. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it takes place in Connecticut. But yeah, I definitely would recommend them. Please read them and pick them up. If you've already read them, please leave your information below and tell me what you thought about the book, which one was your favorite, which characters did you like, but try not to spoil it that much for other people that might be looking in the comment section. And if you have any good contemporary reads that you want to suggest for me, please let me know, because I love contemporary reads. I didn't realize how much I like them until recently. I usually read a lot of dystopian books, but I really enjoyed these two. So that is all I've got to say about that. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.